Hello, are we on? Hello, hello, are we on? I think we're on. I think we're good. We're good. I think that. Look, okay, I can see your Zoom's not working, so we'll step back rather than use your Zoom. Technology. I don't know what sort of technology we've got here. Anyway, I'm the fabulous Sebastian. I'm being joined by one of the superstars from the Sydney Roller Derby League, PureNRG. PureNRG, say hello to all your fans out there.
Hi, Mum.
She's got.
There's more. Hi.
There's lots more fans. So we thought we'd take some time to talk about the Sydney League. The Sydney Roller Derby League was the first league in New South Wales area, formed in 2007, first bout in 2008. Tell me about your time in Sydney Roller Derby League.
Oh, man. I joined up, oh, God, it was either 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. It seems like it was yesterday because I still feel like I'm a Gumby on skates. But, yeah, I started in a fresh meat program, went through the stages, being hit and thrown on the ground and things like that, not coping very well. And then slowly but surely, after a few plateaus, I felt like I was getting somewhere and eventually got into the Assassins, which I was very happy about.
So when you came to Sydney as roller derby, what was your introduction to roller derby? How did you know about roller derby?
Oh, I'm going to do the cliche. I saw the movie. And then my friend was like, I forgot about it. Then my friend was like, come check out a game. So I went and checked out a game. And I was like, I could do this. And went to my local roller rink, which was 2 hours away. And spent about a month falling on my butt constantly. I actually taped a pillow to my butt for a couple of weeks because I could not walk. Everything was sore. I wasn't very good. So that was my introduction.
You said before that you are now in the Sydney Assassins. We saw the Sydney Snipers playing here earlier today. Tell us about the Sydney Assassins and how they're different from the Snipers.
Well, we're actually trying a new system at the moment for our travel team. So we have a top 30 module, and what we're doing is we split them. So Assassins are the top, Snipers are underneath, and it's quite fluid in the middle. So it makes you have to fight for your spot, which is really good. It rises your own competitive spiel between the two. So that's what we're doing at the moment. But yeah, so top 15, bottom 15. It's a little bit fluid in the middle depending on what we're doing. But yeah, it's really exciting actually.
So is there a chance that we'll see you playing for the Snipers in 5x5?
I'd love to. I would really love to, but I don't think I'd be allowed. But I would love to. I reckon it'd be so much fun. This is the second 5x5 that I've come to quite regularly to watch and commentate, and I love it. It's such a fun tournament.
So, of course, roller derby has a lot of tournaments. The biggest one in Australia is the Great Southern Slam, where all the teams from across Australia and New Zealand come and compete. Now, you were there for the last time with the Sydney Assassins. Tell us about the Great Southern Slam and how the Assassins went.
Oh, man, it was ridiculous. If you've never been to a derby conference or a derby tournament or anything like that, it will just blow your socks off into the atmosphere. It's ridiculous. So many people that are all in love with the same thing that you're in love with. The competitiveness is crazy, not in a bad way, but it's good. There's so many people, there's so many refs, there's so many, just everyone. It's just, I see how I'm actually speeding up when I'm talking. That's because I love it. It's just so exciting.
So the Sydney Assassins, how did they go in the Great Southern Slam? This is the tournament for Australia and New Zealand. This determines where you're ranked in the country.
We came fourth, and that was so exciting. We came up against some fabulous teams. VRDL are amazing. We played Canberra. Canberra is our unofficial grudge match, but not a grudge, but that's where we pit ourselves because I feel like we keep getting closer and closer, and they're just a nudge above us every single time. So we want to get past that nudge and make them try to nudge us. But it's great competitiveness between the two. We love playing each other. It's so much fun.
Indeed, the Canberra-Sydney rivalry has been there from the start. At the very first Eastern Regions roller derby, Sydney beat Canberra. They was the first one. So at the start there, Sydney were the best. I think the thing that Sydney's got going against it or for it is that you have all these other teams around you that steal your skaters.
I mean, we also steal some of their best skaters as well. Let's be fair. I think it's good for us that we can play all these leagues around us so that, one, they get better, two, we get better, and as they get better, we get better as well because we're playing them all the time. As Assassins, we don't play many teams in Sydney, and we try, but Snipers are the ones that really get a good crack at it. they're the ones that get all the extra games and all the extra travel, and everyone wants to play them. With Assassins, we pretty much play Canberra or Newcastle, and that's our nearby neighbours that want to play us.
That's the disadvantage of finishing 4th in the country, is that you're just that little bit above most of what's around you. The quality here is good, but then the Sydney Roller Derby League is just that that little bit higher. Indeed it is, and the snipers are here, and as you said, some of the snipers will have, some of the pseudo-assassins will also be in the snipers. Let's talk about what, in Sydney, what a general training regime is for your league.
Training regime. So we train once during the week at night, and we train on a Sunday. We do our scrims. We have an extra training night that we do for the travel teams, and we also have all our fresh meat, and they train on different nights as well. So we've got lots of different levels, all building up to wanting to be assassins, to be in that top spot. So it's dog eat dog, but you're trying to improve it for yourself. You're not doing it to prove against anyone else. It's all about yourself.
Is there a lot of off-skates training that goes on as well, just for general fitness?
Not specifically for your teams. A lot of people do boot camps and things like that. Some people work on their feet all day. Some people go to the gym every second that they have free. It's really up to yourself, but that's why all derby people are different sizes, different shapes, all this other stuff. They've got their own regime, and if it's working, it's working. If it's not, then they need to sort that out.
In the years that you've been in Derby, how have you seen it change? One of the big changes that I've noticed was the very early days, everyone wore fishnets and skirts. Now when I watch the track, everyone is wearing compression tights. Everyone's wearing Lycra uniforms. What have you seen changing in roller derby?
I think you're right there. A lot of more compression sports and a lot of hashtag athletes. I still wear sequin skirts, fishnets, high socks, ridiculous high-vis tutus if need be, or if I feel like it. I love it. I love that part of it. I mean, derby's all about the fun, and if you start going too extreme with how serious you take everything, it takes the fun out of it as well. The other thing is the speed. Derby is completely different. There's some teams that are all about speed, other ones that are all about control. So it's one or the other. It really switches, and I love that about it. It's so unpredictable.
Let's talk a little bit about derby names. One of the big things about derby is that skaters come in, they give themselves a new name, which represents themselves as opposed to the name that their parents gave them. What does your name, PureNRG, say about you?
Oh, it took me a while to actually pick my name. First it was Jesticles, then Cray. Everyone was throwing all these names, and I'm kind of like, I want my parents to be able to say my name out loud and not feel too embarrassed about it, for starters. And I played my first game under my real name because I hadn't thought of anything yet. The next day I was out with some friends drinking, and I was drinking a can of energy drink that was actually called PureNRG. And one of my non-derby friends went, "That's you, why don't you use that name?" And I went, "Okay." And that was it.
Are there any derby names you've looked at and thought, that is particularly clever?
Oh man, there are so many. I love the Pokemon reference ones, like Rapidash. I love that. I'm just looking around now, like there's Thunderslut. Like, it's not a play on words. That's just how it is. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, there's some amazing names around that you're kind of like, I wish I thought of that, or I wish I could get away with that. I love it. I mean, it's each to their own, and it's just something that's really individualistic about it. So it's great. Love it.
Well, that's about all we've got time for today. It's been great talking to you, PureNRG. I hope the viewers at home have enjoyed hearing from one of the Sydney Assassins. The elite squad, we call you.
We're getting up there. Number 4.
We'll be back later and return to your normally scheduled programming.